Hi guys, with the winter update coming out, Otherworld has seen a bit of a resurgence in popularity due to the fact that the bounties here are pretty good. And I'm seeing a lot of confusion about which area of Otherworld is which. So normally there are three areas that are largely understood to be Ankrahmun, Svargrond, and Zao. And I find that people don't really know which one's which. So I'm going to take this video, going to take the opportunity to explain exactly which region of Otherworld people talk about when they mean Ankrahmun spawn, Svargrund spawn, and Zao spawn. Okay, so this is the purpose of this video. Before we get into this, I also just want to highlight the little table that I have here because, again, people often ask me this, which Otherworld monster is best to do at which respawn. So here I've got the kill counts that I was able to get on a 750 monk in all of the three sections. So in green, I highlighted which section is best for which monster. So for Breach Brood, I recommend Svargrund of about 610 per hour. For Dread Intruder, I recommend Zao. For Sparking, I recommend Ankrahmun. And for Reality Reaver, again, I recommend Zao. So that's just a little tip for you in case you're doing bounties. And that's what you want to do. Generally speaking, for experience and results, I find Svargrund to be the one that scales the best. But Zao is pretty good as well. And Krachman is generally probably the worst one for experience. So you only really want to come here if you want to do Sparkins. Although Krachman is likely the easiest one as well. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's actually look at what each of the respawns entail. So, first of all, I have this yellow dot here. This yellow dot is the Ankrahmun portal. So I'm going to start every single one of the areas by from Ankrahmun portal because people tend to know where that one is because it's quite close to the hub for the final. So assuming you start from Ankrahmun portal, which is here, okay? Then Ankrahmun section is basically this whole thing here. This is Ankrahmun respawn. And also if you normally the lap is like this. You go up here, then basically you have this section, which is all of Ankrahmun. So usually you'll like go up here, do a pull in here, maybe do a pull here. And here, by the way, is the hub for the final. So if you know the route to the final, this is where you get to the final. But anyway, this is Ankrahmun section. Then you'll usually go like here, do a pull in here, and then you go down the hole, which brings you down, I believe, this hole here. And then you go here, do a pull, go here, pull, here, pull, and then you reset. And this is basically Ankrahmun. This is all it is. Those two, this little region here, plus this little region here, okay? And this yellow section here is where you come in through the Ankrahmun portal. Obviously, if the portal is in a different city, like Svargrond or Zao, then you're going to come in somewhere else. And I'm going to talk about those in a minute, and hopefully you can find your way around. But this is the Ankrahmun section, okay? So moving on for Svargrond. So again, we're going to start from the same point, which is the portal and Ankrahmun, because again, I find like people know this one the most. So assuming you get yourself to like the Ankrahmun section, this is the portal from Ankrahmun. The easiest way to get to Svargrund is through here. You go up a hole here. This brings you to this hole right here. And this yellow dot here, by the way, is the Svargrund portal. So if you're coming in through Svargrund, this is where you come in. Yeah. So if you come in from Ankrahmun, you come from there and you go into this hole here. If you're coming from Svargrund, then you just go directly to this hole down here. Right here. And this brings you down through here to this level back here. And this is basically now Svargrund. So this whole section here that I'm highlighting now, like this half moon, I know it's not super clear, but it's basically this section, falls under what people generally consider Ankrahmun respawn. Generally, what you will hunt is you'll do like a pull around here, you'll do a pull around here, you'll go and do a pull around here, and then you levitate up to get to this section. And this is also Svargrund. I don't know if I think I may have said Ankrahmun a second ago, but I mean Svargrund. This is Svargrund we're talking about now, okay? And this whole section here is what people mean when they talk about Svargrund. This is the best part of the Svargrund respawn. So you go up here, like I just mentioned, and you come out through this hole. So you'll do like a pull here, pull here, pull here, pull here, and then you go down the hole. This is all Svargrund, and this is this hole right here, right there. So you kind of restart on this pull. And that's it. So this is basically what generally constitutes Svargrund. If you're very high level, you'll maybe go a little bit higher up here. And if you're really desperate, you may even go up the hole and actually do this section here as well. This is also Svargrund, but that's very, very high level stuff, like 1K plus way into that high level, because the respawn normally keeps up. But anyway, this is Svargrund, okay? Pretty easy to get to, both from Ankrahmun and from Svargrund. Now we're going to move on to the Zao one. This is the one I think is the least understood, and I myself didn't really know which section is generally considered Zao. But starting from Ankrahmun section again, right? This is the Ankrahmun section right here. So the best way to get to Zao is to go down this hole here. So you will just, again, from Ankrahmun, you will just take the this path and go down the hole here. This is the hole for Svargrond. So if you come in through Svargrond, you would come from down this hole and then just go up north here. Then you go down the hole, and this is this hole here on this screenshot, on this bottom left screenshot. This is this hole, and also this is the Zao portal. So here you've got the Zao portal. So if you're coming from Zao, you just do this thing. If you're coming from Ankrahmun or Svargrond, you will likely come down this hole. Once you get here, this is all considered Zao already, okay? So everywhere they're going to be now, this is Zao, but generally the best part to hunt isn't here. So generally to hunt Zao is what you would do, is you would follow this path around here, go around, go down the hole here. This hole brings you to this level. So you just go down here. This is this hole, and you go and levitate yourself up here. And now you are in this section, in this hole here. So this is this hole where it gets you. And this is now Zao that you can hunt. So some people will hunt this whole section here, like this thing here that I'm just highlighting now. That's all Zao. You can hunt here, no problem. The best area that I like to hunt, and I think generally people consider Zao, is actually another level up. So you'll rope yourself up here. And this brings you back to this first screenshot. This gets you to this section here. And this is Zao. It's basically a backtrack. So what you do is you just kind of come in through here, through this hole. You do a pull here, you go down, do a pull, do a pull, do a pull, do a pull. And then you kind of need to backtrack. And it actually works pretty well. Like, you'd think it's very bad because you're backtracking, but it's actually fine. You backtrack and like you already got a pull here. It's very fast respawn, and you kind of just do this of half moon. And this is what I consider Zao when I talk about Zao. There is a lot more respawn here that you can take. Like, for example, this whole section here, right? This is all Zao. This thing here by the entrance is all Zao. There is a lot of unused Zao respawn that people don't use because it's just not a very good hunting ground. But the best hunting ground for Zao is what I've just highlighted here. Basically, this section here on the top right, this little half moon. And you kill it, you clear it, you backtrack, you go start to the start. You can consider going down the hole here and to bring you back to this section to do a pull there if you want. Generally not needed depending on your level. And yeah, that's Zao. Okay, so this is everything. These are the three sections that people generally talk about when they talk about Ankrahmun, Svargrond, and Zao. So I hope this helps. I know there's a lot of ambiguity. People don't really know which one's which. I do hope this helps. I expect this is still fairly confusing because Otherworld is a bit of a maze, but I do hope it helps a little bit, some of you. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.